Hi everybody, this is Lisa Ellen with Film is Life. Today we are talking about how to play Reel Delights movie card games. These are the introductory videos that apply to all the games and just kind of tell you how it works. And in this particular video we are talking about getting started. So if you're new, this is exactly where you want to be. The Reel Delights deck is actually one deck with many games. The instruction booklet that you'll see here to the right, that contains instructions in general, like we're talking about here, and then also instructions for 6 specific games. You can also find more games for free download at filmislife.com. And I've seen a lot of people, once they get into the swing of it and kind of see how things flow, they actually come up with their own games and their own variations on the existing games. So, feel free. That's a lot of fun as well. Any number of people can generally play a Reel Delights game. Unless it's a solitaire game, any number can play, and if the number matters, then the specific game instructions will say so. There's just one that is in fact a solitaire game starting out, and then also you can adapt some of the existing games for solitaire as well. But like I said, if it matters, then you'll be told ahead of time. The games also afford an adjustable degree of difficulty, which is really nice because that way you can have people of varied experience levels play together and still have fun. So you might have one player that has an encyclopedic knowledge of film and then somebody else who's just a casual film goer, and you can adjust it so that everyone can play together and not feel bored or left out or anything like that. So that's a nice feature as well. The cards are specially designed, meaning that regardless of what the topic is for the moment, say if we're playing with a drama card, you might also have some comedy on that card, some adventure on that card. So pretty much anyone can play from any card. They're designed to cross time so that anyone from age 17 all the way up to 107 can play. I say 17 because the deck does include R-rated titles, and so I want people to know that. I'm square, but I'm not naive, so I know that there are people, under 17 that see R-rated titles, but I like to just start out at 17 for that reason, so no one is surprised. You don't want to buy it for, a tween and then find out that a lot of the titles aren't something they could play with. So, additionally, the cards accommodate taste. So most people can play from any card. So if you're playing, if you are really into the golden era, that's terrific. Or if you're really into the monster movies, that's fine as well. You can probably find something to key off of on any card. Another nice feature is that the deck is evergreen. So it accommodates anything that's been going on since the deck was published. It also coordinates with your own knowledge, and it's designed specifically to do that. So it kind of underpins what you have and will prompt you to be able to use your own repertoire of film and film knowledge. You can also use current titles, meaning anything that's out in the theaters now or that has come out since the deck was published. All of those titles come into play, which means that the deck never goes out of date. So once you've got the deck, you're good to go. The deck contains 3 types of cards. We have genre cards, people cards, and wild cards. For genre cards contain the names of film titles according to a particular genre. So a genre would then be like action, comedy, or drama. I'm getting ahead of myself here. They're numbered 1 to 10, and there are 8 genres in the deck. So we have 80 genre cards. And again, a genre would be a grouping of a topic of a type of film, such as action, comedy, drama, fantasy, etc. And the deck also includes some different kinds of genres such as such as sport and biography, which may or may not be, kind of common knowledge, but it mixes it up and makes it for some nice variety in there. For the people cards contain actors' names. And of course, actors means, we're going gender neutral on this one. So we don't have filmmakers in here unless the actor happens to be a filmmaker. So, you might have Clint Eastwood or somebody in there. But generally speaking, these are actually going for the actor's quality. If they are filmmakers as well, then that's just sort of a little benefit that you can work in later that we can talk about. And there are 36 people cards in the deck. And finally, the wild cards. The wild cards, as you can see, are the player's choice, meaning that when you get one, you can use it as you like. So it can apply either as a genre card or as a people card, however you'd like to apply it. And there are 2 wild cards in the deck. For the degree of difficulty of any given game, that's where you get to decide. You specifically, I guess, if you're playing solitaire, but you as a group specifically will get to decide how hard you want any particular sitting to be. And to do that, you'll just answer a couple of pre-game steps. There are 3 questions. You just answer those and you're good to go. The first one is we're going to select the ground rules. And we'll talk about these in other videos. But basically, this is how is it going to go and what are the basic rules that we're going to use that make it easier or harder depending on what we want in a moment. The second one is to level the playing field. So again, here's where we can equalize it in a way that regardless of experience, everyone at the table can then play at the same kind of level and have an equal chance of winning or losing as the case may be. And that makes it fun for everyone. Again, no one gets bored and no one feels left behind. And then finally, we decide what wins the game. So is that going to be a point level or how long we're going to play, for example? And we'll talk about that as well. But those are the 3 pre-game steps we'll do before we actually start playing, whatever the game. That applies to all games. And that is pretty much it for getting started. Those are the basics of the deck and how things work. If you're new, the suggested next video is selecting the ground rules. Again, that's that first pregame step. That first question we'll answer. Each video, as you'll see, is self-contained, so you can jump into a particular topic. But like I said, if you're brand new, this is a good place to start. And then select the ground rules would be the next logical place to go. Thanks so much. This has been Lisa Ellen with Film is Life, and I will catch you on the next one.